So we know that Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and Foreign Minister Penny Wong announced this week Australia to recognise Palestinian State at the upcoming United Nations meeting in September, on the condition that terror group Hamas play no role in its future governance. However, this declaration didn't go down so well with many groups, including the Australia Palestine Advocacy Network, who called the move meaningless, without Australia also cutting ties with Israel. The pro-Palestinian Pine Gap protesters, who rejected this recognition and labelled it performative. Israel, who called Australia delusional for thinking this would bring about peace. The Executive Council of Australian Jewry, who said the Prime Minister's commitment was a betrayal of Israeli hostages. The US government, who called the move largely meaningless. And the Australian opposition, who have vowed to revoke Palestinian State recognition if it wins government. But there is one group that supports Prime Minister Albanese's decision: Hamas. Yes, the very group that the PM has promised will not be part of any future Palestinian leadership has praised the PM. Oh, the irony. One must wonder, if a group of terrorists is applauding your foreign policy, perhaps your foreign policy needs rethinking. The ABC reported recently, coalition accuses Labor of emboldening Hamas after terror group praises move to recognise. They wrote, Hamas has praised the government's announcement that Australia will recognise a Palestinian state. According to a statement given to the ABC by Hamas, they said, "We welcome Australia's decision to recognise the state of Palestine and consider it a positive step towards the legitimate rights of the Palestinian people. While recognition has come late, better late than never." Hamas media director Ismail al-Thawabta said, "Such a move reflects a growing global awareness of the necessity to end the injustice suffered by our people for decades. We call on the Australian government to translate this recognition into concrete actions by exerting diplomatic pressure to end the Israeli occupation." So yes, the Albanese government has been praised for its decision to recognise Palestine by terrorists. Shadow Foreign Minister Michaelia Cash responded to the controversy, saying, "All Australians should be appalled at the massive propaganda victory Mr Albanese has handed Hamas on a platter. When terrorists are cheering Australia's foreign policy, it is clear proof it is wrong. Mr Albanese should explain whether he'll still pursue recognition knowing it has the clear endorsement of terrorists." Although the government have dismissed this as Hamas propaganda, with frontbencher Amanda Rishworth saying, "Hamas will use whatever they can to promote propaganda. To be very clear, the work that has been agreed to is that Hamas will not have a role in the future of Palestine." Just today, 9 News reported, Australia won't be cheer squad for Hamas after historic decision to recognise Palestine. They said, Anthony Albanese has rejected Hamas's praise and said his decision to recognise Palestine's statehood is not a reward for the terrorist group. Specifically, he said, Hamas do not want a two-state solution. What they want is one state. I won't be a cheer squad for Hamas and for its statements. We need to isolate Hamas, but we do need to find a way forward. There's 147 countries that have already recognised Palestine. Hamas will engage in propaganda because what is happening is the international community are united about isolating Hamas, about supporting a peaceful way forward. So basically, the PM is dismissing Hamas praise as simply propaganda. What do you think? Is the PM leading a noble cause, or is he playing into the hands of a hardened terrorist organisation?